I need to get my business back on track. I have not been working for 2 months. Kind of, but not really working. This time last year, I had a full table and I was printing like a madman for one Ren Faire. Can you guess how many I'm doing this year? I'm doing four. Four Ren Fairs, 10 markets in total. It's literally the beginning of March. In February, I booked myself up for 10 markets, two of which I'm hosting. So we have a lot of work to do, and I'm tired of not doing it. So I need to clean my paint station because it needs to turn into a productivity station. I need to take stock of what I do have, and I need to finish my Excel spreadsheets that I want to use to track how market season does go this year, how much stock I have, what profit I'm making, etc., etc., etc. So cleaning, Excel spreadsheets, and counting, which is probably why I've been putting all of this off for so long. So I'm gonna bring you guys with me. We're gonna figure out what I need to do for this market season and get my bookish business back on track. I've been getting over a cold recently, so I'm gonna sound crazy, but I just cleaned up all my paint stuff and finally took out I also did some baking, as you can see right there. Anyways, I had like 3 bags of stuff that I just haven't been dealing with, half finished projects or things that I need to print like one extra piece for because it's missing. So I finally took all that out. We've kind of got a box full of clicker keychains, but some of these are more difficult to do than others. So I'll probably take out anything that needs a new face. We have one lone little witch frog that needs a hat. And then over here, I've got a half-finished tarot stand. This is my 3-card stand. So basically what this one is there's a front face that has like past, present, future. Anyways, so this one's half finished. I need a front face for this. I think there was a misprint. There was something wrong with it. So I have a base here, but not the front. So we're gonna do that. This one is my card of the day stand that just needs some staining on the back that I clearly forgot, but that's almost done. And then this one is missing the base piece here. The way this one works is kind of sits like this once it's all together, and you can have a tea light or a crystal or something, and then your card. I love this one. I designed these ones myself. Super proud of these. So these ones need to be finished. Now over here, this is a D20 like D&D dice box, which I'm pretty sure I have all the pieces for. I don't know why I didn't just assemble this. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm missing. I'm missing a second pair of inserts. So this is the base. This would be one of the inserts. And then I like to print another one that's kind of higher so that when this is on top, everything's nice and cushioned. So that's what I'm missing on this one. This is a dice tower. I hate putting these together. I hate printing them and I hate putting them together. Just because you have to line everything up so perfectly. You can kind of see here, look at, there's so many holes. Maybe I'll just voice over all this stuff later because I sound horrible. So over here is a deluxe Magic the Gathering box. This is a lot of work. This is gonna be staining everything and assembling everything. As you can tell, there's a lot of pieces for this guy. And I'll have to clean up some of this stuff. I think there's some soot that it's just been sitting for so long. So this guy would be definitely a lot of work. This stuff, easier to do. Same with these, easier to do. Charms, emotional support Kindle. These are already sealed, so these just need little keychains. So this is an easy fix. Red Dead Redemption keychains. They've been off my shop for a while, but I'll probably open that up again. These need new faces. And these are misprints. What I'm gonna do with these this year is I think I'm gonna trade these like trinkets. So I'm going to a lot of Ren Fairs this year, and I think what I'm gonna do is trade these, which I think will be really cute because I don't want to waste them. And you guys might have more ideas than I do about what to do with things that just don't look so great. But yeah, that's kind of everything half finished. Now we need to go count what we have left. So it's the next day. This is my shame corner. You might be able to hear a printer going up here because I have to finish some orders. But this is my den of shame here. And what I was going to do was I was going to take you guys with me while I kind of count stock, but my friend was playing the new Resident Evil game and I wanted to watch that while I counted. So, we're here now. These boxes behind me used to have a ton of D&D stuff. Time trackers, initiative trackers, D&D towers. I had a lot of that. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. And some Magic the Gathering boxes. 6 Magic the Gathering boxes and nothing else. So that's not great. And my wooden stuff takes a lot longer. So I'm a little scared. I also sound crazy because I'm still getting over a cold. It's another reason why I haven't been filming. No other reason. But yeah, so I have got 6 D20 signs in various designs. Those didn't do great last year. Might just keep what I have and move on. 7 Magic the Gathering boxes. No deluxe boxes. Those take so much work. So I'm scared. I have 7 and that's not even as many markets as I have. I have 10 markets and I'm only 7 boxes. That's not enough. 2 time trackers. Those do better online. I'm thinking of phasing those out. D&D journals. I've got 4. But again, they're kind of the classes and the colors that people don't love. I've got a few tarot stands, which is good. Those aren't too bad. And they are like 2 to 3 pieces max, which is great. I tried to keep it really simple. So those I'm not too worried about. D20 jails. I've got a few. I've got some in pink, purple, and black. I could definitely do more of those. In terms of bookish stuff, I mean, I've got a lot of bookish stuff, but it's mostly the genres that don't sell as well. So like I only have 2 fantasies, for example. Like I need more of those. I have 1 dark romance, I have 1 horror, 1 thriller. Like those I need to re-up. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. I really thought I had more than this, but I have been slowly but surely selling things since my last market, I believe in December. So I haven't been in the market scene in a while, and my most recent market this year is at the end of this month. So I have time. There's also March break, which I don't work during. So there's hope. There's hope. I feel like if we focus on maybe our bookish stuff, we'll be okay. I also have been designing a few spreadsheets and trackers, which I might share with you guys, kind of my thought process on that, because I want to keep way better track of my finances for one, and also a separate tracker of markets. I think it'd be really good to track where I was, what the turnout was, did I have fun, how much did I sell, what kind of stock did I sell, numbers wise. Stock has been taken care of. It's not any cleaner, unfortunately, but at least we have our numbers. So let's get it moving. As you can see, there's a lot of 1 to 0 for my items. It might look like there's a lot of items, but a lot of these are like the same item, but I offer a different slight customization, like color or something. Yeah, there's a lot to do. Some of these that I have set to a remake point of 0, I just did because I'll likely phase out those certain items, or it's not as important to get it up to date because they just aren't as popular of an item. But anything that does kind of well, I have set to letting me know if there's one left. And that's a lot. There's a lot. This is a newer template I'm using. I was using something kind of like this, but I don't love this kind of coming over here, which I like a lot better. And then I can also just close and focus on a specific item, because I find every time I'm at a market, I always forget something, and it's always an obvious one. I went to a fantasy bookish market last year and I didn't bring any fantasy tickets. I don't know what I was thinking. Hello. It is yet again a few days later. I realized I never finished filming like any sort of, outro to this video. Just so you guys are aware, the Resident Evil addiction is still going strong. So still doing that. And now I'm making all my friends watch the animated movies because they didn't know they existed. So that's where I'm at currently in my life. But I'll take you guys through what I've been working on in the meantime. I've been printing a lot in terms of just stock. So here are the dice inserts. This is kind of just like my printer that I'm solely dedicating to dice box inserts. This one's actually finishing, but we've got a bunch of wooden stock printing here. And over here, I have been doing a bunch of staining, cutting, and I'm starting to assemble, which is nice. It's nice seeing kind of my items start to restock again because they take so long. So I do have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these dice boxes, which is not too bad. And then I think I've got 3 or 4 more in here. I'm working on a bunch of D&D ornaments as well because I like those. This is a good, like, I don't want to call it a filler piece, but it fits perfectly on my sheets of wood that like have awkward space. So like I really like printing these. I think it reduces waste for me for sure. Super happy with how these are turning out. Let me see here. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of where I'm at currently. Still not where I want to be, but it's definitely better than where I was last time, which was having a whole lot of nothing. But this is what they look like assembled. This is the most popular face I have for my boxes. So I've been making a lot of these. And what I do is I have magnets here at the top so that they slide very nicely together like that. And I like printing this like TPU, like you can see right there. So that's like a flexible filament so that there's like some sort of lining. I used to use EVA foam and I hated cutting it. It was horrible. It was genuinely terrible. So this is a lot nicer. And yeah, I'm really happy with how everything's turning out. My house is definitely turning into a workstation again, which is great, but it is what it is. I've got to get this stuff done. So yeah, I don't know, a bit of a messier little video. I'm really hoping for some news on a potential bigger space for myself and like a studio space. So I would really, really love to do like, I don't know, I would like to not have just one corner of my house dedicated to this when I clearly need more space. So fingers crossed that you'll be seeing more of me soon in terms of new studio space, because I think that would be awesome. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep making boxes and getting ready for Ren Faire season, which I will also be vlogging about. So stay tuned for that. All right. Well, thank you for watching.